Coach, you said some big things on Twitter about Terrence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Uh, I mean, I said what I said. Like, I think Teofimo Lopez is a terrific fighter, but I think the racial stuff is a little bit too far. You know, you got to be careful when you're still calling people like that. Monkey term is a triggering, disrespectful term that was used towards black people all over the world, but especially in this country. You know, throughout the years, and I know the kid's trying to get a fight, but you just got to be careful saying certain things. I know this is a lawless sport. We all say, and everybody has said something in their life, you know, um, that they probably shouldn't have said. But you got to be careful talking about bananas and referencing black fighters as monkeys. It's just, I'm a black coach. I'm a black person in America. Like we just gotta just be careful. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the feeling that I got when I heard that. I was like, damn, did he really say that? And this is from somebody, I'm a big Teofimo Lopez fan. I was kind of like shocked, like, damn kid, why would you go there? Like you from New York, you in the gym with black fighters all day. Like, don't you understand how that could come across? Like people looking at you like, come on, my man, just all that for a fight? God damn,
I had to ask because you never write anything about like in those
No,
type of
I try to stay out of that. But and Terrence Crawford don't need me to defend him. You know what I mean? He's his own
but it
man,
bothered
and
you.
it did bother me. I didn't like the feeling behind some of Ryan Garcia's statements about somebody was listening to him talk about black people or something. Somebody sent that to me, and I was just like, damn, man. But I didn't really comment on that one. But for some reason, the Teofimo Lopez thing, maybe because I kind of really like people always ask me about fighters I like to train and stuff, and I always think like, damn man, I could really do some work with Teofimo. That boy, nice. Like I was the only person that picked him versus Josh Taylor. Like I really liked him. So I was kind of like disappointed that he went there. I just thought it was unnecessary just to get a fight. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but I don't want to keep talking about that. I don't want to be the moral police in boxing because don't nobody really give a fuck. You know what I mean? You get rewarded for all kinds of weird shit like that. But me personally, I'm not for that. You know what I mean? I don't play around. I don't put on a character, and I don't say certain things just to get certain things. I don't sell myself. I don't ask fighters to train them. I don't tell fighters to do things outside of their character just to get something. You know what I mean? I've been offered fights between two guys that I train and two guys, and I'll be like, man, I'm not from a place where you throw cheese on the floor and let the rats go get it. I'm not training two guys to fight each other. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And with that situation, I just thought like, damn, bro, you said that just to get a fight. That was kind of corny to me. You know what I mean? And it was offensive. And I ain't trying to stick up for like I'm a civil rights activist, but my heart is my heart, and how I felt is how I felt. And at that moment, like like I'm careful. I know you Puerto Rican, right? I'm not gonna say certain things around you and in front of you, bro. Like I don't play like that with somebody's morals. You never gonna hear me make a rice and bean joke, and I don't fuck around like that. I would never play with you ever like that because I don't know if that was going to offend you to that point where you're going to look at me funny. So I'm very, very careful. I don't disrespect people, and I don't want nobody playing with me and disrespecting me. And that's why I made the comment. Teofimo went a little bit too far. That's. I mean, that could just lead to something bad. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford and his people see him. They want to do something bad to him. Terrence Crawford got people with him. It could just lead to something bad. Nobody's gonna take that as a compliment. You know what I mean? So
A
that's
hundred
why I said
percent.
what I said.
Now you mentioned Ryan Garcia. Do you feel like that helps? The Haney suing him helps people not go out their way to go take steroids by suing. Does that help the sport?
Listen, I think Devin Haney's well within his right to do what he feel like he need to do. I don't get into that. You know what I mean? I wasn't in there taking them punches. I can't tell that man that he can't sue a man for coming in overweight and having steroids in the system. If Devin Haney wants to sue him, then Devin Haney wants to sue him. I don't think that I don't have a strong opinion either way. But I do think it sets a precedence because we both know nobody cares about steroids in boxing. They only fight once a year anyway, so what? Somebody suspended a year. So you got to figure out. So if that's what Devin want to do, then that's cool. Whatever. I don't. That's not my fight. That's not my business. I don't really have a. I don't think he's a punk though because he wants to sue. Devin Haney ain't no punk. He took his ass whooping in that ring and he kept trying to win before we knew what the tests were. You know what I mean? He didn't shell up and not fight. I watched a fight where one man was getting hurt, but he was actually got knocked down 3 times and still almost won the fight. So I don't look at him like, oh, Devin's a pussy. He's a punk. He's suing. He fought like a man. Or did I watch a different fight? So what they do
So,
outside the ring with the legal stuff, I don't, I don't have an opinion on that.
100%. Richardson Hitchens and Liam Paro, they're fighting. What do you think about that matchup?
That's a
Last
good
question.
fight.